Abusuan ini mo o channel so haksi AGH Politics Avenue. Podcast source training me quiz me headlines na gemre na yidi bi exum woni dim ye ho brase mu yo untumi eye ne pre-bargain no e ho nsensema eno na eye tuntu honorable tuntu e check say chema untumi pre-bargain ne de wo ho tumi emra ema wo kwan se okọ na okoye pre-bargain because eye man sama ban ene this emra eye de e baye na se pre-bargain na wokope no se eye non-prosecutional pre-bargain ning se musika ni munyi musika na memfa me huni asem fa na asem kopa de ene na la lie onia case ni na besere okse yimon rem na yehwe ne yeko ene de ba ahasi 88 politics avenue.
It doesn't make sense. And so I have every right to raise doubts about what is happening.
Okay. All right. Let me come to counsel across. I mean, what do you make of the Wontumi situation?
I've been smiling at his submissions. You know, forgery is a criminal offense. Forgery is a criminal offense. And when it comes to crime, it is the state that prosecutes, not a bank. It doesn't also matter whether your two officials were sleeping in the farm. It doesn't matter. Once forgery has been discovered subsequently, you are gone. And you are now for the court. So that answers him. I answer question, sure. The next one is, a plaintiff is the one who chooses his victim. I can see all of you commenting, plucking my mangoes. I can choose to sue just one. It's my wish. In law, the plaintiff chooses his victim. Should I repeat that? Mm-hmm. You can all jump into my compound and pluck mangoes, but I choose the one I want to sue. It's my choice. So the argument that is it only and it could also be it is only him who defrauded the court the bank, but his argument that is he the only one who defrauded the bank? Yes, there can be 20, but it's the prosecutor who chooses his victim, and it is allowed in court. Now, I want to have several cases. Are we talking about what is this?
You are talking about
the plea bargain thing. Yes. Plea bargain, again, you plead, it affords the accused person the opportunity to plead guilty in exchange for 3 things. So when you say that he's not guilty, he's guilty. In exchange of 3 things. 1, charge bargaining. Charge me the charges that they will send to court and say, you did this and this. The one you said defrauding. Charge, it force him to now go into 3 things. Charge bargaining, sentence bargaining, and non-prosecution bargaining. Charge bargaining means what? They will substitute a lesser offense for the offense that you are being charged with. That's charge bargaining. Then, sentence bargaining, they will replace a smaller or lesser sentence for a bigger one for you. And non-prosecution bargain is when they will withdraw the charges completely or they won't even send you to court. In this case, we don't know which of the 3 he's opting for. But I know non-prosecution bargain will be out, so it will be the 2. Charge bargaining and the bargaining for reduction of sentence. When this happens, they are given 30 days, and the court has actually given them 30 days. What they are going for is just to update the court. You have 30 days within which to complete your plea bargaining, or you come out with a plea bargaining agreement. When you fail to complete the bargaining within that period, the court will proceed. You get it? The court will proceed. The court will not wait for you. Nonetheless, while the court continues with the hearing of the case, the two of you can still be bargaining outside, behind the court. And when you finally succeed, you can come back and announce to the court. The judge has the right to, as it were, refuse to adopt the plea bargaining agreement, provided in the wisdom of the court, the agreement is unfair to the people of this country. Now, I can see that because this matter is between the Republic versus Wontumi and Chubosiato, I can see that, and that is your lay of fears, I can see that the Attorney General will not do this all by himself. The state must be involved. The state is represented by the government. Now, don't forget that what is the rationale for plea bargaining? It is also to cut down on long trials, to cut down time wasting, to ensure that the state is able to conserve and reserve resources. That's the essence of plea bargaining. Plea bargaining for you is not only available to rich people. It is available to any accused person who desires to trigger the process. Then also, the issue of directors, and you rightly corrected him. Directors of companies can be sued if it comes to light that directors are culpable in the action. Who went and forged the document? It's somebody called Wontumi. The company had no legs.
I mean, those are the allegations.
Allegations.
Those are the allegations, yeah.
The company has no legs. That building or that entity or that institution has no legs to walk, to go and do the forgery. Who went and did that? If he's a director, the director can be sued. Why? We're in this country. Some people who were host and a guest appeared on a program on the Radio Gold. Didn't they include the directors? So, what is different now? What is different now? I don't want to repeat what I said last time. The MPP are thinking they are superhuman beings in this country. They are untouchable. The directors of Radio Gold were older, richer, more respected in society than Wontumi. But the court, at the Supreme Court, they were made to pay fines. So what is different?
I mean, the MPP will reply that, what about the possibility that he gets a deal similar to what, for instance, the Dr. Dufour agreement, for instance, because that was not done under this particular law. It was not taken to court. The state can say that, bring the money, we'll withdraw the charge, we'll move on with your life.
Was that under plea bargaining?
No.
No, under plea bargaining. And there are rules governing plea bargaining. There's even a practice direction from the Chief Justice on plea bargaining. So they'll be guided by all these things, you know. I want to say that the state can cut its losses and say that, look, this man owes us 30 what? USD? 30 million or something. Can he bring all that money back? Because we need money to establish 24-hour markets, or we need money to recruit more teachers. We need money to build hospitals, to complete the Afari hospital. The state can look at all this and say that, let's go for our money and then reduce the charges. Let's go for our money and then reduce the sentence. So it is not as if he has been left off the hook entirely. He has not been left off the hook entirely. It is to reduce his sentence, it is to reduce the charges so that the state too can cut its losses. That is the essence of free plea bargaining.
Okay.
Beyond that, I do not think that there is anybody targeting Wontumi. If Wontumi didn't go for a loan and allegedly forge a document, he won't be in court. He is here. Was he not the one who was? No, he's not the one. There was one person who went to Radio Go and said they should ban him with oil, petrol, and NDC wins. He's not the one. So, a lot of people have said things about the NDC, but they are working freely. But Wontumi has committed crime against the state.
He's alleged to have committed crimes against
the state. And that is what we should look at. That is all that we should look at.
I mean, would you, as a lawyer, do you find it surprising if we are relying on what he's told us to learn that his personal effects?
I'll be surprised. That's why you've reminded him. I'll be surprised. You can have your assets frozen, your money frozen, assets frozen, but it does not include the things you wear and the tools you work with. Kafu Didi. Kafu Didi, okay. It doesn't matter. But the Kafu is there. Yeah. So it doesn't include the tools you work with. It doesn't include the clothing you wear. Because they won't. Why? They won't allow you to come out naked. Eh? Because appearing naked in public is an offense in itself. You know that? Huh? Yes. In our criminal offense law. So, as for assets frozen, bank accounts frozen, Momo frozen, it's within the law.
Okay.
But I'll be extremely surprised if, and the court has not said that. I've not heard the court say that they should confiscate his clothing.
Okay.
As for the cars, they can confiscate them because they can be seen as proceeds of ill-gotten wealth for the time being. But your clothing, your shoes, but why? If that were the case, Wontumi should have been walking barefooted. Because any shoe he buys, they will confiscate. Have you seen him caught walking barefooted? Have you seen him naked?
Okay.
Have you seen him?
Kofi.
You get my point?
Yes, I get it.
Because if the target was to collect his shoes, the officers will be by his gate, his house. Anytime he buys a shoe, they will remove it. So I will be surprised
it's like saying
to hear.
anytime Wontumi is in the car, they will confiscate it. Just because, I mean,
I'm
this
coming.
is not.
Kofi,
He's using his car.
let me come to Ebo.
Yeah, no problem.
So that, because if I come to you and he says something, you want to respond, we'll do the back and forth.
fair enough, no
So Ebo, I mean, any reactions to
You see,
the
let me
issues
say
that come
this.
up?
They also have a second bite.
Let me say this. You see, over the past decade, we've been having serious problems in this country. Unemployment has been a problem. Corruption has been a problem. Poor infrastructure has been a problem. I mean, we've had problems, but the current problem we are dealing with as a nation is a new patriotic party, NPP. You see, it's so sad. They don't see even corruption as a problem. They don't see looting. The way they've plundered this state, they've looted this state. They don't see anything wrong with that. Yeah. And that is a major problem.
Yeah.
That is a major problem.
Accusing of looting. MPP is looting.
Of course.
I'll come to you.
Okay.
I'll come to you.
All right.
You see, people hide under the law or behind the law to say whatever they want to say.
I mean,
if the word
see this worth of agricultural equipment and machinery for the farm, the bank relies on that document to advance more funds to him for the project. The document was not a genuine purchase receipt at all. In fact, the prosecutors say that it was a forged document. It was originally a pro forma invoice issued by the Kasama Enterprise to A1 when he asked for about the price of the items, price quotations. He then now takes the document. The state says that he forges it, makes changes to it, and presents it as evidence of purchase.
Okay.
Are these facts that
hold on.
Are these facts that you can simply say it's a loan transaction?
Hold on. No, I'm not simply saying it's a loan transaction.
No, that's the argument you've been advancing so far. You said that if someone has gone for a loan from an institution, who has the responsibility of recovering the loan?
Yeah.
I mean, but these are facts that make it a bit
we are
more...
not talking about who has the responsibility of recovering the loan. You are giving me what the state is accusing Wontumi of.
Yes.
The argument I made was that if the bank feels that Wontumi has defrauded them, does the bank not have a right to take Wontumi to court? Or is it a separate state institution that takes?
I mean, the
Wontumi
bank
to
has the
court?
right to walk into the police station, Yoko, everywhere, and report the matter that we suspect a crime has been committed
As a
in relation to
complainant.
this money, and the state institutions can investigate and prosecute.
So you are telling me that of all the bank transactions they have done, they've not taken any single person to Yoko except for Wontumi.
I cannot know for a
But-
fact
but-
from here.
but-
I cannot know for
but
a
you
fact
see-
from here.
you see-
But what I know for a fact, what I can speak to, what I can speak to for a fact is that I'm saying that these are the facts that we know, and I'm saying that is it fair to make it in a manner that you are making like a simple loan transaction?
But Blay, what do you expect me to do? You see, you didn't get the underpinning of my argument. The underpinning of my argument is that I believe strongly that the person is being persecuted, not prosecuted. And that certain instances have proven that this is persecution. And that is why I went to the extent of telling you some of his things that have been confiscated. So don't miss my point. I know.
I'm listening to you perfectly. I'm not missing your point.
No, but
I'm
you are
following
missing
so
my point in that you are losing the context of my argument. The context of my argument is persecution versus prosecution. That an individual may be persecuted given who the individual is.
Maybe let me ask this differently.
All right.
What would you have preferred to be done in this situation with what we know so far?
Preferred by who?
In terms of recovering the money by the bank, whatever parties involved.
What
in
I
it.
am saying is that if a bank feels that somebody has engaged in fraudulent activities, especially where it is also emerging that the bank was actively involved in the farming and that the bank appointed farm managers and then other individuals to overlook the performance of those activities. And now the bank comes to tell me that irrespective of my two farm managers who were there, one who is participating in the actual farming and one who is watching the performance of the farming progress and even the transactions they have to do. Now the bank tells me that irrespective of these two people who were there, Wontumi committed a fraud. Then I ask myself, what is the competence of the bank in supervising their own activities?
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't not baffle you that, I mean, if I come to take a loan from you, you appoint two people to supervise my activities. Then later, you come and tell me that I've defrauded you. What were your two people doing?
Okay.
We ain't some who will take us or channel so, Mammy, and what's so dear break. That's an say, or what in there do be a dominion. Uria, a sign.